with no lagging, business without restrictions, and achievements with no limits. Get connected today. For enquiry, sales, and support, contact us on 020-8282-810. Visit our website on www.kennyrosewireless.com. Kenny Rose Wireless, internet made easy. This is what mini wireless networks look like. But hey, this is what they actually look like. Introducing Kenny Rose Wireless. Switch to Kenny Rose Wireless and enjoy streaming without buffering, communication with no lagging, business without restrictions, and achievements with no limits. Get connected today. For
Nah, you must celebrate your yanane. Or you do it too. And now PSV for how? Can you say the birthday did die? PSV to win over 1.5. PSV has 1 nil pay. Can not know when you now to see you. So Kafra and Inter. First half go. You know to 2 Champions League matches in rounds in but in the deba. Ya befia. And now Sadiq Adam just supposed to buy my report to me. I just said when your confirmation from Mr. Easy me a bad power phone call for saying no credit. They are not happy and they want to pull out of the sponsorship. If you know about said bad power for the omujinam pinting Obaka Betoja says a bad power for credit increase or boardroom locker room bonus no from 150 to 400. It just said they are still intact. Nyade omoko bebia. Hebaba Cup Women's Champions League, you know. From the ladies, they are in action today. The mobile one, modern mobile, and Yasam Katoa. Na Omo appeal for support. A Ghana Funina over Musumun Taumachi. You want some Ebeba. Then we'll go to Aya Santiago Toko and Coach Prosper Nate Ogun, doctor. Or say, senior Kodogo players have always been politicians. So some no kind of and in some people will be say, coach team now to carry about your players. Some people. But Emmanuel Dansuberi, I am a member of the IMC and the administrative manager of Asante Kotoko, Prosperity is still the best trainer to lead the team to glory in the coming season. Since Yababa share and no ehonsem Heart of Lions, any Hearts of Oak, Ebo, Kwata goalless draw. From the Tennessee, Coach Martin Hoffman, Wakasa after game, him say be a chair almost started share, no, someone finding him scoring boot, but still. And Yadia Akoyi. Still, Heart of Lions they are yet to win a game in the Premier League. Heart of Lions. Yababa Showman so handsome. Mediama in Satrema Bonne. Mediama, the defending champions of our league. Omani Satrema Bonne. And he said, Makacha said, me hope. And he said, Mediama will win the league again.
Yeah.
That's my hope.
Yeah.
I want them to go. Africa no do group stage. Come boa. Omoboko ni momba na the group free moves. Omoya de kakra nanka nyame adom na ndesi
omosa nkobi
ma ebeboa ye the rate at this we call nenanes we call now we call to we got the experience na ofiri ma oba or turn the place now we call no go just been tesa de bia say Ghana teams na nyade ketimi ya na komo ya de ade etimi 4 slots na baka it becomes good 4 slots no so you be nyade say next be 12 years ye Champions League be 3 out of 4.
Nice.
What I say heading you're quite cheaper. Intimidiam and Instructorman and Ebo. Now, the news of the day. And something in any way top level. And they say the Ghana Football Association are thinking or is thinking, depending on how you want to see it, of sacking Chris Hughton tomorrow. Actually, report saying and say it is likely say Ghana Football Association Abakache Chris Hughton say penye Jiranchain. In fact, sacking na yeding because Chris Hughton no only be free. Be free by. Who say presidency level na buy. Eti ena abayinsu Ghana abayinsu ne tua blaster coaches ka. In fact, Chris Hughton no blaster no ma. Now, me catch us here free US buy, you know. Even when you call a try some bit convincing government to support the move to sack Chris Hughton because the modern mono ain't me if you World Cup ain't me if you win AFCON. Now, a buy mun penny for no mudimun tintim buy on the buy no. we open secret. I mean, obi anim say your friend say Gabi Ochudako, the personal friend Chris Hilton. Ono ne di mutiti by pa mom de Chris by. Omampene. Say no. Chris na also here man. FNS feel say you two crucial games coming up. One against Madagascar, one against Comoros. And yes, son, yes, sir. When you crucial game, when you know, Midiama government in Yamabo. No credit say, Yana Madagascar crucial. Now, report saying, and say, Chris Hilton, no. The American 40 versus almost second is a Chris Hilton squad or the Gomono. Massive changes. Chris Hilton squad or the Gomono heavy for no. As players were 12, that's where you over 15. Was second place be breeze. Obaga goes with players on the ones on the one. Now, I'm everyone say, hey, as a man, okay, but the yet, no, oh, not Chris Hilton second. But I have for no ya. Now, Koya, then I saw Tower Magic Crabia. Now, some Yama, I didn't quite bufu. Yes, Chris Hilton, Yanchana, George Watting. Why? Momokas are grouping here, George Watting. George Watting. And again, say, the FA are planning, say, Chris Hilton, Yanche. Not George Watting did the drama in a only, if you're more Samacha. Now, Mummy and Sanoma, such a Chris Hilton, Sammy and Sano, put together. Then the Baba show was him. Sir,
I would say,
only George Watting did the Omofiankobo a matches.
Ye Chris Hilton any. So bet me I win this so-called crucial games no. Yene Madagascar ni Comoros ye say crucial. Ti chairman ye nyu onu ni ye pamo no. Na ye pamo no. George Watson.
Aye.
Didi.
Aye.
Annually.
I'm gonna fire match.
Aye. Ghana so
yeah, the name be dia go. What are growing in this super? Because seriously, only me heard you be. Now country be so almost secure coach. Almost technical director takes charge of the national team. Yeah, you know.
Oh, the NS one was in the contract as one might say.
Oh, no serious no. Almost Saki and a replacement no money more. It has sent common on with the no more way.
They will find somebody win any coach, you know. Only one song number 2 matches. The government 2 matches in the manageable. Say yes, Madagascar. Na Yakobo Comoros Hono.
You don't have to take that decision.
Only one is a cover, but the tens are set to know the coin. Squad not the coin. Squad not the coin because you go for
and Chairman, I remember. Chairman, if I could well remember, yes, a Honor, yes, also buy for US by okay, said looking at the team. 7 to 9 players that they shouldn't come back to.
Also,
vertically.
Oh, yes.
And a coach in our palm saying
12.
It's ever said 9 out of the 3 pen account. In today's the time you saw said there's going to be a clear out even when you came. And the clear outs now, but maybe once the list of those.
Oh, but to be very honest with you, I have never seen, I've never been proud as a Ghanaian journalist like that in my life. On the day USA 4, no, during the post-match press conference. Oh, you should have been there. Journalists were mad, very upset. OBJ microphone. In fact, last question, name between me and Obi. And I had no pointing to Obi because apparently me sorry and I'm sorry. Obi Kachek is coach. It's been excuses upon excuses. Are you sure you are fit for this job? And Okachan say, I mean, Oba team no, he struggles to even be Mekayisu beside the same French Tahiru. We also blunt me who journalists like that.
You know, Yampon or sorry better now.
You do not see US for the press conference. And I see US for the Charles of Marseille. You don't go. Yeah, but see Ghana for the bands.
Any old problem.
I'm out for Buffy. Oh, yes, so you may be swatched. Kisuti Madikaka. Ghana has a user one
oh champion yeah
number one
Captain Sambad
number 1 Kisutino and one but me maka to say me nyasa ngom taking entry position be 7 players akwasia and then sanadwe
no cre
adwuma no be na me hwe no se maka se me no em se Gadola dem bi na me ye no ogofa Claudio Bravo di agwan kan team obeko relegation no ogofa yi bai Edison be had in Kisuti dey wa hwe kakra no omwaye the money mono from but me had this no say no kwa and cover no me no abo
no mo so na dey be mo
coach there or ye nem ko ya our assistant there were assistant 3 and no mteo 2 direct assistant coaches and then one back on no training goalkeepers what I say it's your nyina ye no mas no mo nko but me point na say ye be Jack Chrisut say onyan nchen na say George Boateng na me ko ji etima na mo fi say go bi na e di on Casa Blaster concert party George Boateng Andy Etefo George Boateng is saying over coach Bashir for no me go ji Bashir for no pedigree na e say bro George Boateng ni didi ni wa amaso say bobi am na bo one match amaya ana 2 matches George Boateng na Chris Whitting na dey na
chairman
George Boateng
chairman we dem srewo mami musa ade bi with
George Boateng
dey now dey my say coach in the squad or the akoma dey aginjo one person we in class we
I said am I say players be brave free chairman me
bisa say 7 matches are wabo since obefa Black Stars no na san temani it say if you know impose players e man
coach dey impose players you dey impose players
na ne then as say why players be free my say if the players
there sana me get sure say sanity e be na agents
okay
e be na agents but players in there coach you Odiobia but the ten say of course last time you players be behavior every for no link kakra na so bua omo but you players go to be obitimi free man na play with there but players you omo free man so yi edmom ado free man no because on tiasia say the background also the on the media to us e we feel and as e blaster no onyaje oya muso ubu obi abem but no credit say edmona do boy baba finance enye o echomu yi obi free man fine but I say the situation is that Mate say because government doesn't support the sacking of the coach because Osaki Chrisut na also Tueska se ebe Tueska so aban Ghana ban na betua and Ghana ban no betueska no say onis God dey betua my papa ni coach because almost say Chrisut according to my source from Jubilee House no and they say they feel Chrisut can build us a team giving time. Every foreigner said the writings on the wall no doesn't look good because even in discipline in camp I was so while Chrisut is there not so the Bible disciplinarian but almost otoado discipline levels because me kai ese otoado maybe match bi na Andre Ayew now part of the team I'm saying now we're pros or suspension Andre Ayew ko team camp and the backs in there you know got chance there going to inter camp he's a captain Obama the privilege to speak to the boys no problem but don't o man inter camp I say on the near din kakra o sa ne one won say we buy no I say oje ogogo ni o mabim ama players will be at near the open ni sa dem it here for the omunya nka Chrisut nka ke free US buy na come sake no. And the truth of the matter is that the FA has never really liked Chrisut.
Even before his appointment.
Yes. There are people within the circles of the FA who wanted Ghana to lose that bad so that they could sack this.
But say top people from the FA on record or criticizing coach even when I appointed him.
Oh yes.
So someone might also feel that he's also being sabotaged, which is also a reality. You heard that angle, bro. Because once
system
publicly because we don't want you. We've said it publicly and all that. Even when you are exposed, we're still criticizing you, which are things we shouldn't have even said. We still question your competence. So it might also be say we are sabotaging you, especially when you are saying that a bad selection of players are or more be crime and rem. So he might also be sabotaged, and that is also another area. But chairman, o canning in our boma, then they are me when say. And said they are okay, so I'm George neighbor. Never FN is not they are not thinking performance reality, but as no commodity that die. They only want their man in charge. Is that not true? Because how do you sack Chris and replace him with your friend say George? Oh yeah, rough and that's what person can say. It means all what they want is maybe a Chris saying take your instruction or mom will maybe be on the line or more formal players ember. So let's kick him out. Again, the question is this, Chairman. Finance, are they looking for a long-term solution, a short-term or medium-term? That is the problem we have. Chairman, tell me you to head coach. No more Chris as an advisor. George ne Didi assistant. No, it was perfect. But chairman, no a long-term project because Otuado don't mean finding a short-term or medium-term. No, but me make say in common 5 years. Chairman, but what must say because na in common kwa. Now a bedroom the third, fourth year will be unstoppable. Why? Now me this Senegal example. When is Senegal ko nya Aliou Cisse. Aliou Cisse he's not too big time coach bia. But because he was the captain when they went 2002. Again, Wabo Birmingham Munina Chairman wa captain. So they thought, okay, we explain, you led us for this glory. Cisse what was your coach, lead the team. And Chairman heard Aliou Cisse. Because Cisse has been there for long. Wouldn't say a Ghana and Cisse Pam Nekrache. But he's been able to win them the AFCON which they've never won. And even also vice, also your head coach, it's one of our best vice the junior national team singing. And look at their performances. Na otukwa na meka say no nkonform bebre. And another area we need to look at every in team here. This administration want to mean for coach Papa Biama Black Stars chema yenti. It did no more no munya abotre because chema me ya say. And I say me say you bet me apam we no problem but the ede be ban ahwe you benu ye ho. Because one year their first appointment for a Black Star, and all Ghanaians Kasa modern body, we are not happy, which was evident. So they decided to want to change it, which I think they did a good job for me.
Didn't change him. Time it changed we need 2 games.
Okay.
The call of combine one idea in can was South Korea one idea. That was and your film second round, Tunisia say no.
Okay.
That was in Egypt.
Yeah.
The combine in Kaba Kusiapia played 2 games, won.
Okay.
And now he qualifiers. And almost Sakeno. Almost like Kusiapia go for Sikakono, who was his assistant.
Exactly.
It's
here this CK buy no. Chairman, I'm buying the first appointment is CK Akono. CK bought 10 matches as a coach. Chairman, he won 4 games. He drew 4 and lost 4. Until when he win percentage 40%. What CK did well, they say yes, 13 goals, I conceded 19 plus. A goal difference by a plus. I must follow me. 2. No more than Milovan buy. A Milovan ban. My hopes away the Onyama Chamakwe.
Milo, they said no dada.
He wasn't the same Milo.
Aha, Mr. Gay and say, yeah, you go booze.
Milo dada.
But I guess I
didn't say
2010.
Yeah.
Over do 2013 and now 2012. 12 years. I need the 12 years. And you'll be to me, woman, crying TV.
Yeah, Chema, okay, Bokazi. The second coming. Or the idea and Sabel to my Uganda. And they will have a young man qualified for AFCON. So, second coming and I had a problem. So, what Milo also did was about 8 matches. Chema win 3 or draw 2 and or lose 3. Until Milo saw a 45% win rate. And Milo Diano say quantify our points are 11 out of 24 points. So he was also very poor. On the crown, we consider more goals than what we scored. We scored 9 and considered 10, so -1. Chairman, now Otuado buy no or ye be say be only the World Cup no about big team, but whether or not we still have to look at the stats. About 12 games, or we need 4 or draw 4 and or lose 4. It's losing a bare 33% win rate. Now he scored 14 goals and considered 16. And it's what I want to prove, they say, coach is not the ending in I and 44. Now Chema say, oh yeah, any professionals, I'm now 40%, I won't fail. Yes, so it means that the coaches on one side, the ending in and your coaches as a cap na Ghana penny benya. They should also take part of the blame. And again, say more ya dear, no man competence and yet no be way free, Chema and the hard didn't know. When him say F in Ankasa. And come on, a Jumanonka, Chris, but they only wanted an assistant. Chairman, my name say, Ebia, we a preview to that. If I'm wrong, you can correct me. They only wanted 1 assistant, and then Kaya Boating, Tamu Tuado coin. It's him as a Denema, Didi Dramani Ben. At the meeting, they were told, say, ye Bibia, Sabi, near Yenom, not Nes Nefrim, until Yamo Mosom balance, near did the same.
I didn't know Ghana, and a buff power.
What I say? Yes, the point. Maybe I get and your competence. And yet the same near the buy. So the reality is that from day one, F India, your one common for Chris. And they really almost dream and said Chris shouldn't be there. and I think Chris is one who's say man or performing no more winning the heart of Ghanaians. Nka we about see the people will rise up. Yampene aban yampene and aban so tie say yampene ebe but also starts na bo a wo bo no chema emfa 82 sack Chris and replace him with George there chema enitre into the Americans so munya coach chema but ye nyina ye pick up chema make asem we answer na okọ USA David be ahwe obai ba be coach me yakoje cap you because the coach see ye the obai ye there e high but oba no kra no me pese ye hu se ne Zambia mo ne South Africa on Morocco, those who went to the World Cup and performed Nigeria, and perceive how we're going to play. And the way I hear Bona thinks that even if we are beat, we will not be disgraced. We will really match them. It's by a good coach. I don't believe we can have a good woman or a good man. So if we want a good coach, so a good that we can try it. I bet the first in the history of Ghana. For all you know, about the cap and because we want a very good coach or very president. See, what I'm trying to say is that Omonkasa to accept say Omobai, they've had it wrong in appointing of all coaches they're giving us. It's now the question is they should tell us. Chris, in you are when the coach in a sustainable on person or replacing yes, Omonya to replace the chairman. When they walk on the books, who is on their mind, like who is next to take over? Near the echo, so that we buy into it. Because tell me, yes, Chris might go. But we'll be surprised at the Obebano. I tell my Abubefu. And we can't continue doing these things. I think as a nation, we need to grow, Chairman.
Well, Andy, George Watson, also now
Chairman.
George, only a long term.
Oh, I hear George Beba. Now, yes, because you're my auto because the same thing is you. Also, to add a coin. You're there, Chris Ebai. Because of the performance in Tino. Now, be a circle back. Now, say we cried ye. Yema auto on say free F4 na nkasa kwa so e ba say senka yema auto mum auto ado mum tena ya
otu de na nya de
say ne ga kushia
so na make a chairman said the obeba chairman the obeba the performance na be ma nipa na dwena kwa kwa ne sa o the obeba the because ana Maxwell kai say Chris Ebai and even though say F4 are trying to sabotage you na games are oboy winia yene Ghana ne Angola wa hwekwa ye fa so bre Ghana ne Madagascar ye ntimi nhye wo mu na coach ye kobobo na yene Mexico kobobo ne elusu a be press conference a o say ye bobo no ba bi venue na e boy no omo ye used to the stadium na o ka sansem we a obeda with the heart of Ghanaians obeda with court of public opinion. So on the performance no as we speak no and I could fast answer we nyina de aba no because say yeah na wo say na performance ne ye even say one share friendly two friendly matches one share any hu say oh na performance ne ye because too much say we nya na nyo too much say na nya kura ne hu fighting spirit from the boys ye hu say enema sabo no mo no they are trying to do something probably enkeba ye Ghana for be sorry atawachi but they wu ye Chama oti hey one person na odijina mu se mfa Chrisu Timra enne chama no okasa say so what
your coach is no more in Jacob nti chama say
no money from
what Jacob
but what I'm saying is that say Jack Chrisu Timra say George Watson e be dia
exactly the point I agree with you
we are
nti o maye hu nipa o mpese o mode ne ba e bia chama ye kekwa na have we na no mo na edi nkomo awi send hallelujah. Because your coach is here for no money cap. Chairman, but what you say. And once you pack up, and either saw before be a wage cap, but that's the experience we talk about. And will be out to say potentially, so man little push or bit me a cap. And yes, walk of fact, on say, yeah, no, Chairman, your body or Ghana, we need to be serious. Did be a mechanism we say. Me be brave, but Miss Swadia may only say Ghana, Chairman, did be a best say, be a yen doing any year in your original state to be. It's young here, born na ye na that 30-40 ahini NJ cap no sa na beko chema edin so be say Ghana de bi first na de no eye krabehe na bibi ne buy na de no akofem na yesa sesema na ye ya be krabehe chema nsi wo Ghana ha
ye de say
I say 77 previous I say be fo suban onso omo say ade omo ntumi nye ne ye omo betumi atena che na ye omo ya say ade omo esu say nti ade na ma say me ameba na ma ni say basel ontumi nye Chema sana Ghana suban ne kwa akoye. Enti na me de bia me kase. E de buy a big teams na wa ha na de bia me ni omo nyesa me ni omo problem. Yambo mutiri so na omo yesa. Chema yebe we ebe ye de sa na ye di 200 years bibia ma. Because it's been so long. Chairman, Brazilians of Africa. 41 or so years, yenje African Cup krada. Chairman na enye wama. One. A country beat to say Brazil na be so long or munje this cup, the World Cup, a crisis. But ye an attitude nessa ye and your man, Chairman, and panje cup. Chairman, see a pa. Yes, ye di sika and quancha de fire discan heading at the what is the value of money? The obey to me, I and I can say value, but go on and area, what is the value? Ain't as a nation, you bet me break it bank for a top coach to give out the title. There's nothing wrong with that. Instead, your boy a league, and I had to say, yes, some players a coach in a park, referee won't pay more money, Sani a blaster. What is the plan? Chairman, what is the plan? Yeah, for coach a plan is say, we want a coach that is going to give us trophy, and a coach that will give us a long-term project or a short-term project. Yeah, nibi. And once a coach where we are down for. One damn edumani ediama mo so one kra mu ntumi nyanwe still just say be blasters who coaches so most say mo na mbesa appointed mo so mo ya so enye bibi a mo de chairman na me dad na de bi hwe Ghana se ne no me ko no omo ye na ba ko say education in faso ni so chairman ba cho uti de am cho na se omo ye de ntia ne say omaya de bi asai ne no ma say bia no omo mu di anum nyina highly educated. The question is why
school for na
kuta mo na say the question is why ya de bia be say bia omo mu di anim ye nyina nti Ghana no so be school bebra o problem nti na chairman see am hu say we say minim say usua something outside and it's good me school and am so no me sua broni ade kakra kan and chairman usua broni ade na we compare bibini de na say bibini de na waste of time, space, energy and we so to baby oh yes chairman and nti no mo no solve problem na chairman say ade a usua say me boa I have to say a picture na when so ana meboa. It's day to day now when I'm now say na dey nti ya bisa question say as a manager, as a sales manager, what will you do if this and that happen? But Ghana, what is this? That is that. This. What is what? When we had to solve a problem. You can't solve a problem. Nti ya curriculum na nkasa no, it needs to be changed. Inyasa nti na your engineers bebre obekọ ma botai go. Chairman Hwana bicycle tie cry say to me repair. But the bed bro be on mum ye fit any one go school no mum ayama. Na some make an sanity. Inti akwa yes Ghana ha no so ye be school e bi ni brofa kesi a press conference mo kwa mo kan. The practicality is so see ye ni kom. Chairman menka say school here chairman I won't say that. But on say this is what I know. You'll be a fan of common sense. Common sense chairman na book knowledge no. It is a nipa bia with the book knowledge in kwana or the kwa ube as a common person because book knowledge is common sense. And so when you common sense, you go beyond that with wisdom. Internet rock be said law credu baby today wisdom. And it says Supreme Court omu dimra na asem ni wiase eto aba. Ade about one and so emra. Ye dimra na to baby the nyansa na eba. It's the same issue no chairman to make us a comment this way so come a comment PP adentia. It's a do anamra no way. So beyond the knowledge, there is wisdom. But the issue is that wisdom, we don't pay for wisdom because untimi quantify. But chairman, ebia ukuta or second degree, na mikuta degree, knowledgeably in the same field, you are ahead of me, so we can quantify that and pay you better. But wisdom, Lydia, you can't quantify how the wisdom.
I'm place a premium on experience.
Exactly the point.
Experience.
Exactly the point. Oh, the why you be that? Coaches work room ha. Me ba be start here so mo bobo. So mo boa me hu mo problem, make sure mo problems or more. Eti chairman practicality no do yakko school no. Me say filter for mo ha mo magazine. Say na wie tech. But no na sese cars. Ko bi sa tech for no mo car no kro mo ni say the system.
Why example be paying? Change for issue na aka boot na half. I'm come on mazi.
I don't the machine be so manual. Yeah, you know, what's machine we. Say now say boot no not no. Almost half a car. No, I'm afraid of your magazine. What fire? Oba was so to
that is practical. That is practical. It is ever say Okasa or Chairman Tiasamo Okasa or Repa, a Becano Granny Emferia, and send tech students and professors in the Moko magazine Koshiadi, and Anonymous.
There is a practicality in the Toda, in Tibia and Kabia Bruni Kuma, and can lecture and all. Yeah. magazine or be a 40 years experience in assembling those things. No, I'm not banning crana be interacting. No, I check trauma experience. No, my was here and then. Oh no way you the book but no so the practical
exactly near kwayeni bagana yenye sa kunya book certificate kesi near the position ama me say bebre ebi mo have excel don't let her because those people have a good heart and sound mind that they want to do something but bebre ning na chema what happens bebre ning na omo ntumi eduma no enti there should be changes see blended the two very well near making sure say practicality ni so be eduma chema ya anya ne sa dia Ghana saa ne be ye de bia senga me ba ye senga mbe baba to nyamai into obey oba na se be omra obedi no wawu na okọ no anya hwe no asa bisa so oba be de wa mary na ukọ jem na such a talent anya me de ma bia obe bu ho akonta
asemi no akọken yi ni nya ba ko ye juwa America na oye ya ofrebodi ba ka jese onye careful because very soon nyame be serious. Is that why you guys take back in Africa? Go to the street.
Because Jesus now crack I say.
Okay, report man. For he said.
Also onim Yesu nankasa no oba also onim dakro. Into what how say live your life and do good. So anytime when it comes
time baby what can the few now or the ever corner.
Chema uko.
Oh. Na so the out one so the
maybe we say be say what is I know where the 120 years now say hey my mistake
Bobo Buza say na let's just continue you know nyako for me
exactly
go see that
chema we dey me for we nchem ye swa watakwa Mr. Member your boys your down from mo deeper live ye ko hwe TV pe no mo ne ye ko ade o say we say be say 2000 asem we live story pan to mo hwe TV o hwe TV and na mo de o nyame bo na chema
say you never na ya to that cause you go Japan so say bagana pow ye
who 23 years still we are sing and say we yanka say we are sing say chema okay chema we are not disputing say we are sing say but what we are trying to say is nobody knows when and how, so let's try to do things ebi kra better the next 300 years. So what do? We need to develop the country. Ni enjoy sa your lifestyle. Na Nyankopon de nyado besi for my baby bia ma ye da. E na Ghana my way. Nyade a Congo for be ye da. It is a more Ghanaians more anya de a ye betina mu say achem.
Well, eno na ye call last Thursday ye call yin ye nwa ba ko kan se mra nyina ti oluakan mo yi na so. O se wiase no de ntia ye nana no o se ni Bible mu. But ye nana no e na e bu sa se osoro boa de oboa no ho no. O se ni Bible mu ba bia. But sabi words of wisdom. I na nanum catcher say uye ade no na say uye ni uye ho na do gu shem na uye ni yie sakra na Nyankopon so hyira so e ma ne yie enu nti o kan asem say opa sensogosi obat house now na wiase nya na the most powerful prophet na bompire nyame medwaro na 1 week na onyare na otuyo aha what I say or the nyuma bebra say yensa is the same way o man the mind to think and do good. Young quad ye adwenam say ye minim ade kwa ye bone o ma etim obi epo obi abu no ene ye nyina ye tim ene ensa blaster adwuma no so a bigi asama ba no bra because na dey Andy ba ko chef finfin o to baby Champions League ye nyese nkan we be go Manchester United
ade chama o bibi kan Manchester on
ye ba mo yakọ
our expectations are mem me expectations be
that no say
and na me tell me catch you
ba ka say mo bi anya yi no ya
ntimi dey hwe nsi ma me
okay
me okay pa.
All right, they say Chris Hilton if you follow Adrian won say o me na gina nche na George Boateng and as
chairman yena Nyankopon asesa de ache na yenda pure 95.7 tifo gina say chairman yenu no mutie sebi wa bia wadi dem a wani afra fa cheme chairman wo fie wo japade wa fa security so mo ho ban security no bo ho ban sebi wo si ade san ho ade yie etu hia ni pa foforo ade chi na ko fa security foforo ba ya ko fa ni frani so mra no mebo japade ne ho ma e ban fa ma wo chairman ene se wan fa bia na nkeye as a security personnel. I am not disrespecting George Boateng, but we've picked people on more track record. Some as the Black Stars coach, yet those people have failed. So be failure as a national team coach and a chairman. I factors be brave and a cocoa facade in the bar. But then again,
You sit down and then think about some of these things. No what be sound who say. Nipa na ye kwa fana bano. Dwumadie ben ye de hye nensa. Nipa na ye kwa fana bano. Imfie sen na ye de ma nipa no. Opa ma yemfa coach ni ma coach ni 10 years. Ye ma coach ni 10 years we are. On my moon nyina no coach ni mo 2 matches. Coach ni mo 3 matches. Na niema nko yi amfa ma coach no. We forget say coach na ya fa no ye ma na 10-year mandate. Ebufo ne ba pe. We are all going to talk. Ye nyina ya kasa. Then certain people decide say any nipa na ya kwa fa na ba no. So you be a omo ne pen dia o member nipa na tena. But so you be omo pen dia o any Ghana for both Ghana for kasa nti yamba coach ne nko. Chairman, this Ghana Football Association are appointing coaches be their my Black Stars no. Coaches no more appointed their my Black Stars no. There were some of them maybe an Ghana for pump so. But they brought them in. Which of these coaches and FNE appointing my Black Stars are? Obaba Black Stars Juma na nyama nkoya publicly. You got executive council members around Mobile and say criticize the coach no. There was none. Nobody from the Football Association criticized a coach. Football Association no, and I didn't the Black Stars coach publicly. Debbie. Even when the Cocoa African Cup of Nations, Milo lead Ghana. Now Milo performance was poor. We had our worst AFCON ever under Coach Milovan Rajvat, the second coming. You buy na Ghana for complaining no. Keto Kreku told us say if you see our Messi Ronaldo be baby omunchirani enkonko fan mra. It was a statement to defend the coach at that time. It was because Nenya Ghana Football Association appointed Enya Aban and a forced the coach. It was the Ghana Football Association. Chris Hilton, it is in the public space. Say you buying it twice. And the Chris Hilton bought one match and that's a Niama and Koya. You are going to get executive council members. If you didn't assume you're a Yafa, they will come out publicly, no matter criticize the coach. No? The Ghana Football Association public PRO or communications director, saying publicly, no about the coach in SM. But previously, coaches are yet so maba, and FN buy now buying Sanimino. Even when things were going wrong, they made statements to defend and support the coach. So why Chris? Mimi Jitum, Ghana Nibia Jitum. So Chris Ball, our body, I'm a Black Stars as the head coach, and you're convincing enough. But the fact of the matter is that in football, Adiabako the success bapa your continuity, consistency. And no matter the years I remember coach in the matches kakabina before, but we want to sack the coach. And the Kubasi Santo Koroko supporters say Kasa, Prosper na Togum. Yes, Oka Odika. But I mean, who do you be here? So we count to the stand saying, "Yeah, I am Pamu coach, you know. A coach I am on a 3-year mandate. Chairman, Oka League matches in Kwamboma coaching about 102. Say 3 years now. 102 no, about 9. Yes, so Nyadi into Yampamano. Time I Cocoa African Cup of Nations. Comoros say Ghana now say no. Chairman, Comoros coach Amer Abdu. Now I'm coaching the Comorian national team for 7 years. 7 solid years. And now I'm coaching the Comorian national team. Ebi abeka se Comoros in Ghana. Yes, I know Kremi Jitum sir. But the fact still remains to say, Omunya a coach who are consistent with the national team. No, for the first time they qualified for the African Cup of Nations. Omubache a powerhouse in the African Cup of Nations. Before that game, so because I was a Comoros bet to be a Ghana and Kawinjin did that. Because statement then to but because they had continuity, they had consistency in their technical team, any playing body, you know, at the end of the day, Ghana, Comoros and say achievements, mano. So about AFCON, no about Black Stars, they are never going to forget that day. It is because of consistency. We've gotten a coach who about matches back and
Pure FM.
The same thing we did to Otoado. Chairman, this is a national team. Me makasa coach the ball now, me and so many. Kisuti ball now, but I fe. Debbie. But me thank Kisuti to have African Cup of Nations in the way. Yeah, but qualifiers are. Coaches get about 3 days, 4 days. Players are about to share training here match. But for the tournament at least, you are going to get players about to be a campion 2 weeks. 3 weeks. Oh, the papa bi chira no wa chira me yahu. Ewo tournament ni mu. Eti ehonum na me hwe. Se Ghana ntimi anje AFCON in 2024. Ayekobo no Cote d'Ivoire, which is the 2023 AFCON chairman. Any news? Looking at the kind of team we have right now, and the kind of technical team we have, and the number of days or months they've been with the national team, so Ghana to me and the African Cup of Nations, that it is no news. So we shouldn't press that panic button. Such Chinchilla, young Pamu coach, you know, now free national team. We have to criticize the coach, Jumana and Koya. No doubt about it. But a man for me feels there, a brand swam agenda na soki. At the time in a being young first opportunity was young fam pamono. Now young Congo fired the famra because it was the government's choice. But who said Pakon, you've made a lot of choices and a young wrong Edema Ghana Black Stars. Yes, Yabaja Tumsa won a Jumasa were appointed coaches. But from the coaches are appointed the Black Stars and Papa Ben Omae. Of which some of them stayed in a longer period than a coach I can want some name. And the Kesutin in Yadia, yes, admittedly, we have to criticize the coach. Young country coach is our man home and so. Now, at least, young African Cup of Nations there because we Cote d'Ivoire. And my coach, you know, it is a tournament which is going to come the players for a longer period. If you want to be on Chiradia Papa Bia was our tournament, near what tournament anyway. Now you can shoot in the rest in China, mini problem. But a near Kasa idea. My man from fast out with to agenda nabbing.
But my point is that yes, a Chris Crania. Me and no people say, I mean, if say, and now okay, say, Obi a security man, nobody who had Yaka can you do you now so no yana go for na go for Bafra Banazin Bako Adne Bande. It becomes a bit of a problem. And but also I'm for George Watson, people have even questioned Kwame do send a message. Kwame do say. Or say George Watson during his playing days, the FA asked him to play for the Black Stars. He refused to play for the Black Stars. So now he couldn't play for us, but he can coach us, right? Or your assistant coach, I mean. Sakisuti no so Obama okay Kisuti dey agore no so on Obama Ireland near
oh yes because your coach is on the boy nya chance you know onye ni ye nti na what me na me penance but me when only did Ramani kwa dey so mo pam on first kwansa na e so mo ye tu ansa na ya hwese e be pam obi a on me hu de oye wo chairman say uko me oye den so did you okotoko nka local coaches no chairman me Ghana na so bi di ade ni mpa chairman na oka bi mana no amount says ifemo okotoko no most of the players who plays but they tell me say that man is good and or work it say brony la ohwe ni training regimen say you no be delay ni ade nyina no granting or call Denmark so yenya na e ka so didi mra but by chairman ebi mo kra e ka say me nyeso say kokonsanko ana odi sa na ebi mo ka but me nyeso whether it is true or not ebi we I say that thing ni chairman clearly speaking no coach na gasa de Ghana gasa your problem chairman your problem wa on say ye papa so ba we kotokwe na doctor say there be but Sudan ba no boa doctors ne right so fast na go say also say doctor say man coach to be tenka director no my obi very good but Sudan sick and ba no doctors na yira advice na change so Sudan what don't him Ghana ni
okay
should it be say chinchina yam for Ghana ni
so my point is that we don't even have to have a plan. All we want to do is to see Chris Hughton out of the team. But we don't have a plan as to who will take over. Because clearly, Sir George Watson, I know that we took one to be a money, did you know the okay.
Chairman, and maybe just say, a force chinchina yam for Ghana ni ana. What national teams are? Almost performance currently better than Ghana the baby. And yet nationals of that country the coach.
That's why I say Brazil go Ancelotti go coach. Ancelotti go.
So why are we so bent on picking a Ghanaian?
In my case, I got the US national women's team coach.
So why are we so bent on picking a Ghanaian? We don't look at competency anymore. Oko kan too competent you na maybe can na na ka the heading.
Ghanaian who is good.
They are not performing
what it takes to.
That is what I am talking about. And she Ghana need a coach and a performance be fit that of the Black Stars. I be boy am dey ye twetwe we bom ye nsabeka. Dey nti na chinchina ye adwene say chinchina atwan. E say Ghana need me fan man coach the Black Stars.
I no see a problem.
Are we not looking at competency anymore? Etiana ye ntwahwe. First thing I was say for the Black Stars coach, and it's all your Ghana ni. And only idea here. Are we serious as a country? Say you be your football anymore. We've had coaches almost performing my countries. Our move free sa acronym. And the Black Stars ni coaching and yan bo. One can say chinchina count per Ghana ni. Ne bo ne kura ni yakofa IMF players said the flag will chill babebo. IMF players no. Omo wo abuchire no. Ya do mbabebo. Na ni coach ni na unya Ghana ni ontimi ko for obi ma me coach. Come on, let's be serious. Let's be serious. George Boateng. Me person me bondi kura. Me nkara sem kura.
George Boateng head coach stage.
Ebe Black Stars head coach. Jana George Boateng aye bu Didi Dramani so. Didi Dramani na ma so kana asem no. Omo ncha me ade a George Boateng aye bu Didi Dramani so. It is a Didi Dramani ye. And some fata so Didi the Black Stars. Yan gongo for the other Didi Dramani ase. And for the Black Stars coach. Hey. Yense se yakoma ne nyanye ye.
Futu atatu.
Omo before no so omo mpe coach papa man. Na untumi mbefa. O say dey ma ban bem na me ne omo ya adwen say.
Eh, dey me mra kotokoso.
Okay, chairman Pacho, ma me fa we. Chairman, una otu ameka. O say Max okoye eduma we. Na makọ 1 2 3 na me ntumi nya. Officer wo framing chairman say na ye eduma.
Of course, and yes.
Enti mafa coaches no mo nyina anya de and aban so befa coach ama.
Oh, and aban they say and you nyina kra cancel. It made sense because Blaster one more chance one for coaches be training in Nkuya. Or say them so member government to
aka aban so too. Aka aban so coaches too. And then you say am so John na so ko say ye ka some monko fault ade am be ya number. It's aban so fa too. E be aban second one de be ya aduma. But Oya Chris ne because when it becomes political, it's about for bar. But your money away from politics as much as possible. But they say in the politics in Ababi room. Aside that, I mean, in all honesty and fairness, I mean, let's all be fair to the FA. Let's be fair to Ghanaians. For the ordinary Ghanaian who supported the appointment of Chris Hughton, who say FA making some very bad choices of coaches. Emra no move for Utuado, and support it. But Emra Utuado bought Ghana Nigeria too. No? Ghanaians loved him because they felt that why a proper audition for the job. Say, what say he can do it, give me the chance. And Ghana Nibia that time for Omeya say Chris Hughton also they call up. Yenya say no, Yema Utuado now because of what he's done. Oto kwa yanko yi oto ba obeja no kono Dortmund oto ndi ono Dortmund ye onye na zo be jako bebia oto say I feel that for him as a coach to develop on Tranon Petse Serie B o say Bundesliga B o say Bundesliga small teams be no coach it will be good for him November because from the omo ni here adwuma na ka no obviously he's good oto say given time he will be a very good coach there and no beton che the Christian be nyina na e Christian oba ni nye oba results in yet and the results get born na say born in yet na Ghana ni US yes your phone in your back pass team bia your first change 58 minutes 68 minutes we are the phone the first 68 minutes phone the first half no bia warm up oh and yet papa no e was a damasi no ko but my point is that and yet God what you do
na yet God what you ko work up and no say ko panditry adwuma
ha omo di ye di agro say ba can say okay boy na can say Zama is free gate iti
ochina week game
when obi an go be do this car
nyambo ochina week
obi this go be you there we
nyambo ochina na ochi
also omo ba omo
free gate
omo nam nyako ba ko say at say ozi free gate na dia ho ye ne na di masa me madwe dem tim seven predators am me papa dem go school me school no me tim ma o ma me to me school no with owadwen. What you think is different from what I think.
That's it.
When you're Ghanaian, it's all you're Ghanaian. You are no more Ghanaian than me. Okay, you tell and say, "Oh, Petra out no sika, Ghana ska."
What's one out of?
Ghana out to no dia. Oh, every cry. Now, a bemu na call ya that can't even to be da. Can't even to be da. That's it. It don't come and tell me what to do. I'm a Ghanaian. I'm thinking. Me say sa born. Fine, me just come. Me minimum there. Sa police Ghana for some go work to Ghana. Me Ghana for her. And yeah, me Ghana I will love Ghanaians to what they give. But we go to Ghana there. And I don't support it. They should compensate Ghanaians for that.
Sorry, twice.
And come to think of it, then we hear that the players were paid for those 2 games. Your mama appearance fee for the. Yes, they were given appearance fee for those 2 games. What does the normal Ghanaian get? Number 1 match, free gate against Madagascar. What are you talking about? Look, come on, catch us. Who don't make a? So first, Ghana do want that I to come say. Calf living from Peneso. Say will be a free gate. Nigeria be a free gate. Ghana and Madagascar keep because be a free gate. Na calf net for no. No calf net too. It be a free gate. Omokoi. Kumasi free gate. Is Kumasi for the Oba? Yes, number. Say yes, and Joffo. Say fan so. You know say Joffo don't buy in change me. Now about ministry for. But I don't think that's all my name. Every 4 months, that's all my name. Nyama be studios now, boss. Now, Momero, ni aboman we free. Commencez for you
bien fancy team say nyame admo echina.
Commencez for some free. Some match we dey free. Me menya course na maka to straight. Raba go of friend me na say honorable. Me srawada. Wadaruma. Me free na me gina no. Me move free ho.
And honorable ntuni botom to take it no
say now mo go prime is on me say MP somebody come on primacy even to 1,000 2,000 even talk Kenya nche Prof Joe is open MP on to nche omo mo pepe bi should be MP mun to nche omo nyina bantuma ni na MP so omo nya kokodro gidigidi mre ba say Canada ni ba mi ade ba ya every so come on to just can yi what do you talk 10 city jai obi so go ball that's how we can just see interest can go blaster no blaster you just carry I'm not saying say matches are can dey free but this match after the only Ghana for go through no how much sorry because me am at stadium one I couldn't just say the name of Kumaye. Obi friend saw her Twitter and Facebook who said I'm a bro watch.
I said now
I was tweeting every minute.
Back cry them so type here and go back to buy.
Now Obi sorry how much abe ball. I did also kweduma. No one there say okay. Mama chambo na ma jatu so because of na sense na you see call ya anye you know. You decide say match we be free for all Ghanaians. Maybe a free no say be to control ade no ayiga kanti bia ye dey ma bia radio station for someone check tickets no. Ye dey bia ye be ma maybe a VIP there. If it's all the also control nkakra. It VIP dey be 100 cities.
Yeah.
And that's how you free a VIP 200. Odo pay free. Now VIP 200 just to control it or ya by your message say yeah mo for the go and there.
Aye.
Yeah na egu from last down there.
Chini center line. Free.
The money free. No man for me born. No man tell us so. I'm call man nyade no we no dey happy here. It's call no nyae. Mom free bi go adem.
Mom call US na dey mo bre.
Mom free bi go adem say my adwe wi.
Go mbo na dey china mu say.
And yet our chin so.
Because
free.
I'm just car go in there. Say be a banner somebody's car. Fine. I'm just come on this car. I'm going. Say yeah, I am decision, but me my dream them is also free.
Yeah.
Me my dream no. Me will say also match no. I also free.
Let's say biaba.
I say e kogula be say free be critic stampede. DAP. You be free work go stampede.
Kwakula biga anya Ghana ni Egypt and Ghana ni Nigeria na ebu. Yene Madagascar. Ghana ni Madagascar. And as stampede. And other Cristiano Ronaldo from Madagascar we biala. Yene Madagascar na ebu.
Me say no say free no there will be a way to control it. Nigeria football free stampede and see. I say our coaching and football problems is a true reflection of our problem as a country. We can't seem to find any answer to our problems. Okay. Yavensu and Yamra, code person Nati, I designed an hour videos we are carrying.
Oh, and Manchester as now.
Manchester as a movie.
And one year, Babeka.
The Manchester BBS
and one day, my coach is a red card necessary, and also the Aquaqui in a red card.
Kobobo bata we but they have
big and cause them so one man was that say
one did media nyenye
but money Chelsea match me match I'm missing so much
Chelsea the Manchester United
Chelsea for all of them
Chelsea almost this season
I can see for it
so far big teams on my bowling yeah
I'm say omo say Arsenal draw, Liverpool draw. Oma she Tottenham. Dem be so.
And I don't want them say Manchester nti yen kwa de. Oma she.
Omo so de omo nyenye.
Yen kwa.
Omo nyenye.
Ya tien kasa ye bebo.
Okay. Edi enra Manchester go yi but enra Napoli na high boys in there. And Napoli pan mo do mo say go mo ti
enra chairman we dey ma me fa video ma me video we see na yenko eni enra Manchester United Korean fan ba ko jare me so ya ma me odo ni video no a o te ball no ho a o hwe say initially no say United e bo draw hwe papa ye chairman no da on na o hwe na 4 goal the Korean ni abutiri
Omo here coaches, omo coaching Manchester season bia how many games it took for them to win 9 how many games it be there 34 it be there 26 it be there way 17 almost 17 almost losing 9
9 Manchester United
okay Yamra Enra Bruno Fernandes ni after
omo point no oh nje abembu aba aso minim also omo dey ya enyi ya de ebe ye bia hwe baby Bruno kotena reho aba
so obi super team na oya ma team na say na omo agya ho no abeto dia so because nipa bebre
man in some Manchester problem omo ko bi Ghana obi go so mo the Manchester players he say kasi England top 6 was a top 6 top 6 to the top 7 Manchester players who meet your rank of team omo 2 as a trio they say a hard game be what it be
oh chairman
Bruno Adendio
we can in on the Chelsea bona
we can hear City in Chelsea
I'm the Luton there ball home but so mbe share
Luton there what you answer
Liverpool mama me pressure
Assembly agency
Liverpool take
the Luton double time because Arsenal Manchester kit 1.30 Luton there kakraka
but Manchester to Luton
Assembly
we can one be na Liverpool bread
it is your match
with just 92nd minute and omunya equalizer nti nya de be for sa that is my point
okay I'm not hard so folk any bando out of Lions Asia kind I still Lions I without a win Lions and ko yi kwa me am Lions oh I was still and yet hard so folk but still
Ghana Lions be in the last 5 minutes in there now no shit because now it's a like now they really played but minim the entire and they're also getting goals in games but it's almost and say they need to chema say a ball league na year ball team be a back second round I want our last year no about 99% of them survive this season no Ohe Kotoku Royals no consistently for years for well over 10 years now say oh that's your pa na ye real first round now it's a second round be ba ed won't survive ed is all be survive it the Lions need to put some wins together seriously speaking and yes all man yes say ye be ko chema ye ko sisi a ye ko 10 matches 30 points ko ye was saying aka saying penny ye like only 4 matches me wa aka 7 matches go about 17 34 na ye winti ye titi abite na so I think they need to put together some win because venue bi how be fi so mo ko lusu te say bibia ni say no mo akoye magic no mo areas o mo ko mo tumi puli draws near the so mo nya wins kakra bi wo fi a I think say come but for be I think do you call it an improvement? I don't think so. Why say almost see away matches now 15. 15 matches has in winning away in the league. 15 after the last team has beat was Mediama. Away Takwa. If we were the last 15 matches has in winning away. I don't see that as an improvement. No. We need some wins in there. And our head draws on the cross. You see the last three in the marble draw. Away. But say head draws na bear 6 in there. Bear 6 draws. So my pick it just 6 points out of 45. Away. Chairman, this is a big team. This is not a small team.
Well, I'm American to see how Ghana have their history to see how. YGF wants to start recruiting on Friday.
Okay.
But I can come with the details. Okay.
More fire.
Yeah. Anyway, but Pando out of Lions and they had to forget. How to forget put your say but Lions don't to me. But how to recruitment no me any preseason said no me bomb. Now man for expectation was true in terms of goals. But again,
Chairman, one thing I was saying when they say preseason is always different from playing in the league. A lot of the teams have a ball preseason, say one young found for Meka one young found for in the sense say preseason no shall see free as what if we are saying now about smaller teams? Maybe I will book a see about community and Sabi now for Baby Real League the proper Nimuankasa. But Osha had to folk. And if I am most of the time, preseason with Kumanoma. If my memory serves me right, Kumasia Sante Kotoko had to folk. I think we'll be a Bobe Premier League club, Bakobako, and Asiminu, and maybe Raya League Nimu. 80 those teams now, Obo, a chunk of preseason matches with. Oberborn Miracle Land FC, Oberborn Wine, those teams, 8 teams are Dolphins, Wine, Division 2, Division 3, academies near they don't play in the Ghana Premier League. So the kind of competition I'll be here in Premier League, those clubs are not going to give it to you. I don't think at the start of the season, I said before the start of the season. Now you move because have to folk any but the only goals are almost Eshe. Player not preseason, no Oshe a lot of goals, Kashala Wanet Ramos. Today, if you are talking about how to focus star players, you are not going to talk about Kashala Wanet Ramos. And then Hamza is someone they making the headlines. They take you over. Asia goes to how to focus. But these were players are in the preseason company and the preseason is always different from the league. And then only idea about why and SSA how to focus team, the supporters are happy. They feel they are seeing an improvement. Looking at the performance of the club at the start of the season. Said they not near city. Now how to folk at NFU company and near my ding, Eddie Amaya had to folk. Or qua winner RTU or channel, or qua winner for Katana or channel. Ghana Premier League, no, quite or qua way at teams in the first results, no, and your true fair or foul means. No matter what they want to get the needed results, the desired results. Once on only both in Kwande. But we've seen they had to focus. And the last 3 matches were away in Nino. And for only venue are all had to focus epic point. It is what to me, yes, I know. Now, Beth, yes, no, Babeshe, convincingly to say what they against media mana. The supporters are going to be happy because OBOD League in HBN say away matches are always difficult, especially in the Ghana Premier League. And I know now I had supporters, then that's kind of a HGD, And that game, first half, especially was for a Heart of Lions. But almost also chances to be utilized. Second half game in the Ebedi has to focus them, has to got a lot of opportunities in the second half. Almost also to be utilized. At the end of the day, it was a drawn game. But we had to focus support our Nibeji because at least we team net to coin and we pick a point. Ediaba, our Ghana Premier League. Then again, there are teams almost Ediana Stars are any idea. It is all from that angle. So I'll be few say and you have to focus to me which was possible. But teams in here and Japan. And where baby will be a Gina, any baby will be a Danny Baller will be a bar. If you have to focus, you are going to be happy. For me, I feel have to focus gradually. If only they are going to be able to continue like this is on the rise. With a caveat. If only I'm about to say yeah. If the chairman and not subsequent matches, they have to focus between baby Papa and the Freeman. It will feature chairman.
Okay. You've had to focus there no NCNS Emra Kumasi Santiago the Conso. And press conference a course Coach Dr. Prosperity or cancel P. Even accusations are all done in summer rumors and in air supporters in the circles, meaning Central for and Symbio Muke Kanye Inano. And no, and Odisade is about addressing all those issues. Now, in addressing them, no, or further, I mean, in terms of other on Justice Blay, meaning, sir, that's an idea, so on paper, on Justice Blay, some, and then on some, or can I say, only problem with the player, he's just not fit.
I told Blay something one day. The captain said, Blay, so we are fitter. You represent 3 players. And when the senior players came, I told them, when Play is fit, if not for Play, say, you injured, Play represent 3 players on it. When he's playing as a pivot, a defensive midfielder, he can play there, play on the right, play on the left. And for those of you who don't know and who think that the coach doesn't right, I get main team and I play with him. For the medical team, his situation doesn't permit him to be part of the team. And I've said it today. And if the medical doctor comes here, tell him exactly what I'm telling. The situation does not permit him. But I thought, say, with treatment and what have you, I was the only odd one out. Obi or not any area, a medical doctor, no catch us see. But I pleaded that you should go through the treatment plan. Said the better with time, maybe I be permitting. So on the issue of Blay, I've always liked him, and when he came, I've never tweeted on any player on my Twitter page. If I go back to my Twitter page, when Blay came to Kotoko, I tweeted about what is it about coach doesn't like Blay and all that. Today, you know, I've told you the truth. So all those who said all the things that you said, you see your stance. Blay has a medical concern. Blay is injured. And it is the medical team that is managing the situation. It's not well. I know one noble person who is seated here, and a friend, and we didn't come on. That day, didn't come on. He was surprised. I said, I could. Minimum say what we didn't come on. And I'm sure. Minimum status. And I'm saying I'm no can no correct. And the problem thing crying a problem because the boy himself is away. He has a medical problem at the knee. So if you see him running, you see him limping, that's a problem. And the more he exerts a lot of energy, the more he feels the pain. And the medical team is dealing with it. It's all about a treatment plan. We try to look at possible surgeries, but surgery, you know, yeah, crash still. I say group I think say Dr. Chumesi, the medical team, the opportunity to explain this. They can explain it better.
Well, I know Justice Blay. I was just say Justice Blay was a serious injury problem. No, I catch Justice Blay and say if it represents about 3 players. Now, I say old players, senior players, na dey na man for charging na senior players. Your mom body be on promise no. I say some old players doesn't perform at training, but I'm turning into politicians.
And that's what I've been telling them. And even just was it Monday or so today I told them this very thing. I'm telling you that, gentlemen, it's like you are pushing me to the wall too much. If you don't set up as so-called mature, old, senior, and experienced players, these are the 4 adjectives they brought. So-called mature, old, senior, and experienced players, and you don't live up to it, then you don't deserve a place in the first team. And I told them again that performance is not permanent; it is transient. Transient means performance is temporary. So if last season you were the super player in the team, the dynamics are different. This season is a different season. You must work for it. Other than that, I told them that if you trained 3 years ago and you get your fitness, you don't have to continue training again. Is that not it? Because it will be there. So some of them, because of the way some of you noble journalists behave, support them. So they think they can rest on their horse. What they did last season or last 2 seasons to still have a place in the team. You see, you are really pushing me to say so many things. That is the thing. No, I don't have to sell my players out. But you are saying so many things out there, which indeed, that is the truth. So if you claim to be a mature, old, senior, and experienced player, show it at training. Show it. These are some of the things, and I'm sure as the interaction unfolds, you get to know. So that you go and sit on your station and you don't see that coach brought in some new players, some players, and he wants them to play. You have not asked, but I want to even answer it myself. Coach brought some players, and that he wants those players to play. Do you know what happens at training? You don't know. It's all about the coach thinking that those players can help. So if you are an old player and you never worked with the coach, or you have even worked with the coach, let me even say you never worked with the coach, and you know who the coach is and what the coach represents, and the coach comes and you think that you can be a politician within the club. I tell them most of you are politicians. I know, but I don't want to mind you. Players stay in Kotoko after 1-2 years, they turn into politicians. They use the media to fight for positions to play. But me as a coach, you never get me, because I'm so strong-minded that it's not what people say that I follow. If what you are saying is indeed the right thing, then moral values will force me to implement it. But if what you are saying is the wrong thing, then that it will not force me.
Okay, I know I am Sama, I Prosper Nateo Gundi Tuda, and Ochechim why he opted for lower division players.
There were so many players in the Premier League that I wanted to go for. I don't want to, because a press, I don't want to mention names. And the list is there, and the IMC, they have it. The list is there. We chase all these players, even on the day of the close of registration, a whole lot of them. Some, in fact, all the players were ready to come. Those Premier League players are identified. They were all ready to come. Some, the clubs thought that they were also the bedrock to their performance. So if they should release them, it was going to affect them. So they were not going to release. Some even were at the verge of, they proposed money that we were ready to pay. And then they came back trying to tell us a different story. I don't know whether they were testing us to see whether we will not be able to pay. But we're ready to pay. So when these things were not feasible, then we have to look for alternatives. So, for instance, within the Premier League ones, where the Premier League players we had, now we have to now go to the next tier, which is Division 1. Look for those that we think can help us. But then we have to be patient with them in terms of where they are coming to. And then from there, we have to go to the next level.
Okay, I know, and some of the adults, can I crack about Peter Midu, someone others. In fact, I'm only in Tiga cancer. Say, so be useful. One terms will be one performance of training, no, and they are the issue.
Now let me tell you something, then I'll still go back. You have Peter Amidou, Bernard, those young guys are not supposed to be part, and the players know, you can ask Lamptey there. They are not supposed to be part of the first team. They are supposed to be part of the youth team that we are going to board. But we secure them because they were available, so that they will just be there, and then with time they will come in. But because we have not actually kickstart the youth team, that's why they are training with them. Now they are training, and we are seeing that they are showing glimpses of being capable of playing in terms of what we see at training. So we give them the opportunity. But physically they are there, technically they are there, tactically they are there. A key component, which is the psychology of the game. That's what is affecting those young boys. That is it. And as a coach, if you put yourself in my shoes and you go to training and somebody is doing better, you know, one of the qualities of a good coach is that you have to be fair and firm in your decisions. So put yourself in my situation. These young guys come to training, and they are doing better than the ones you are agitating for. The ones you are agitating for, they are doing better than them. You put yourself in my shoes. If you want to go by that attribute of a coach, whom would you let play? Is it not the younger one who is doing well? And that is exactly what we are doing. I like what Iman said, that he wishes noble people like you will find time sometimes to come to training grounds and see what happens there. So that some of the things you pour out there, do not pour it. Come and see these young guys as if they are in the jungle and lions are chasing them. They are chasing every ball at training. They are doing everything that you ask them to do at training. So if I want the players to respect me with respect to decisions, what should be the decision that I have to take if you were to be in my shoes? So you see the narrative. If you don't know, don't talk about it. And I'm giving it to them. I told them that from where they are pushing me to, a time will come, I have to tell the media what is happening. Ask him. We had a meeting. I told them that, gentlemen, one of the attributes of a coach is to defend players in public and then ridicule them in private when you meet them one-on-one. You don't give your players out to the public to slash them. No, then you are not a coach. The coach, you have to take all the insults, the insinuations, everything. Then when you meet them, tell them what you actually, what should be the thing.
Dr. Prosper Nateo, in some, well, Yamra, Mano Dasbury, so on also Kasa. In fact, Dasbury, okay, said, Professor Prosperity is still the best coach, the best trainer to lead the team. And he got a call management with a lot of support for him, more confidence in him to do it. As a government, we say, hey, now, bad power, Sim Gabian, we say, hey, Konogo this season Betpower Manzaka Mbibia.
I don't think that any team there receive sponsorship receive from Betpower for now, but the previous one, the GFA has paid everything to the clubs. Anyway, I'm sure we've just started this season. To make sure it be a big program and one of my teams needs to come on with the program.
I said so for Manzaka every Betpower sponsorship no more. Now mo obi say Christmas e be dey omo bia ska kana omo dey akoma omo na place na kodi Christmas kakra. Now, could I replicate justice and so about that?
So we have information from our kit suppliers that they are taking delivery of some items this week. They have had challenges clearing some of the goods, and so they have given us the assurance that the replica jerseys, about half of them are in the country for now. They are waiting for the rest because there were some challenges transporting them to Ghana, and I'm sure by next week or next 2 weeks we'll start the sale of it. For the price and all that other things, we would have to look at overheads and all those things before coming to that conclusion. But what I can assure supporters is
wow, any Kumasi Asante Goroko and Sam Kakra and then say but the young Koyam man so I'm from Dakwa ladies after the giant killing feat. I'm share far for Mano. The defending champions of Africa. I'm gonna say on a target. The Champions League trophy. Say you're in a Ghanaian club. And I mean, in all fairness, this season our clubs are doing well. The only Ghanaian club, our boy in the Women's Champions League, is doing very well. You're a Ghanaian club who's playing the CAF Champions League, who are all the way through to the group stage. You're a club playing the Confederations Cup also through to the group stage, which is very good. You're the Black Stars who are playing AFCON also come also Ghana. Black Star then Ghana football will start rising. Again, in Tiano Empire in Ebo. And I'm probably coach in sense of George Watkins and Zimbabwe same mood, no. And I'm pay you who say a BBB. You're telling those ones Samra or Casa about Ampem da qualities on target. And I'm also Kenya Ghana for one cheer or more. One support you because their hope is to bring the trophy to Ghana.
I mean, because the air agency, Yakasa Bibri, coming to that and say, the condition I before one second match, fans, Ghana fans, where I am because we are not much in situation in team. Now, as I say, more fans say to me, I'm fans, they're very I'm a boy. I expect you to say, almost I'm my parents and
okay, Etienne, no. Many quick comments now. Young Fabo for now, and trust and name dear man in Shatterman and so bo. And Zali 3 p.m. that's our game no. And so Ebaso Maxwell.
Yeah, Chema, me feel say got a press conference ne kwan so ano no. Also Santo more explaining issues for us to get it clear as to what's going on. But the whole essence of this press conference is because the team is not performing, Anna. If the team not performing and coming, and they only came to explain issues. Because the team is not performing, they came to tell us why they are not performing, isn't it? Mm-hmm. But what Yang fans are looking for is not about why they are not performing, it's about they performing. Because they pay, although Nanaka saw more rebuild it in which we understand. Now, even that one, Chairman, rebuilding doesn't mean say seven prayer say ye kono sa ye betu so rebuild it me be kon Africa na Chairman no so ni ho. It's rebuilding doesn't mean say bia we shouldn't get results. We need to get results too. So the whole thing is this one. I say from the onset, now him say coach no being a problem. Because I said it before now. The only thing that always say coach is an achiever. Or you'll be a leg in it. And all the leg now, he was able to play with very good players. For example, he'll be Zembella. Chema, he scored 22 goals for them. And think, Bana unim Bella. Chema, obe struggle kakra. Because the 22 goals score. Ntinka o replace Mbele ebi obi to me be 15 16 na nka o de naba. It's when you na say me be problem. Imoro koi. Chema Gani ukoi. Nete ekoi. Mudasiru so koi. It is a replacement na ekoye 70% of women you be good to go. But ekoye 30% chema it will take time. Until with the young guys who came in, the truth is that it will take time for us to really see whatever we are looking for. And the problem is fans also because they are also paying money, they want their money worth. Problem I don't know. the thing will take time to manifest, which we agree. But you also train the sick amount. Now, quite also to me can't say they be a met yes, can my train out a day be no. Ochiana de pe or per results. I think, sir, coach in the car said the problem your goal scoring the chairman Nanka say issues in the soha. He identifies that goal scoring is the problem. Tebia, he's still working on it, and I can assure you, say, getting to this point, you see the goals coming to be able to chairman. That would have been a good communication. But saw or call over the bar.
Now we saw address the questions.
Send a question last MDK. Also, can say one. Almost had the bar. I think the coach knows better than me. Chairman, you're training one year selection for a match. Say, oh yes, I say, oh 1945. Do you know why? Players be a training horses. So when training, they will be the best, but consistent when you put them in game, they can play. And until now, we have big teams now. To see a bot classic, or Lewandowski is 60% fitter. Obey come Mike Day squad. Chema they make me boy. Say, okay, say training kwana they be out the bay. Say, Chema week we say max or perform you 2 amena mebo. The following week say a big in a bebo. The following week I Andy in so, but the following week I wow so today be our team no be changing. No, we don't work like that. And until now so moka say boys ni be brave or mobile park near team no mo so. But say they do well at training. And I tell me what I say. Ain't training no, you only shape up the players. But born there, I don't think say coach here here and every coach and a better player bomb board say Cristiano because level na players they do crabbing out the back count. So you only give them tactics to play. Ain't coach and take it this advice. Me man rely ne selection only on just the training. No, yes I be a mistake. Chema would you no tune chair. Yeah, players ne yes you politician. The chairman said this is not the first time. It's been so all the time and but yet omu to major like yet omu to make Africa Confederations Cup stage. Sometimes omu to make. So what difference does that make? It doesn't make no difference. So I feel no more than the politicians there. Men can't say the coach in the kind of.
Say the it's always been the case.
It's always the case, but the same kind of call. Politicians have been there. They've won. They've been champions in Ghana. There's been politicians. They've gone to the group stage of the Confederate. There's been politicians. They play second. Politicians they played fourth. Politicians they aren't performing well. So what difference does that make? And I do wait. Tell my will get up and disrespect us. What teaming out the best say? Where all over the world. Journalist station ben among players as him.
Say press conference in your journalist say
no the moment the moment
young guys now in terms of fans
no the moment say be a big Becca say
okay Kasemi say you go sit on your radio station
just look at that how can you say that
what baba pim pam players what team nyina no be come say also be a politician that team is not performing if the team is performing they come and talk
we're only asking you to perform. That's all. In any case, man, so no coaching, so need friends with the same media. Journalists,
I say teacher, man. On the now there will be the picture between was it? Man, a business man back with Virginia. Our packet language are trained on the can't get back. We are
me who status that was master. And finally, the whole thing is this. The little advice. You see, sometimes and yeah, somehow back home, but you say action speaks louder than words. The Ekokoye say, and that's main cap for a fact, but maybe Ekokoye be say. Made me new players are so those are on because I can say those young players no perform me better with training than the senior players me boy. It's a performance better no we train not sure my no be bomb match it is our training or do moyana because team be our ball our born emanate from the training you do and now be practicing. So young boys who perform better at training is that training performance better than what they are exhibiting and I say a different one or baby. Ain't it say be fair to my chairman now all senior members or now, indirectly, what ye BBB. Now, quiet to say you are about to sideline the senior players. Obenya problem. Now, when Chema Ebia enko yeno, then you fall on the senior player. Obi bought 30 minutes. Almost yankaso on to me. Are the Obu magicians, Anna? They are not magicians. They are also human beings. It's Nipan what demoralizing. One man feel so unimportant. You made him feel like he's not cut for the job, so you want to use a young guy. Now, you know, then about that day, and also on set 300 goals. And only said 12 goals. Yeah,
One former player be also a friend and a brother. I'll say all the senior players, no good training. Sometimes you don't expect them to exert the same level of energy to young players.
Exactly.
Because young players will be say, I said they are justified.
Yeah.
On both Hawaii Baby about match no team. If a senior player now can ask him about training and performance. If you should go to match more neighbor. To sometimes dynamics in the same way senior player be on to be more. On to be drama match on to be more training on to be more. I know. But my point is say deciding to keep some and deciding to sack some. I'm sure say a lot of things went into it.
Exactly.
Dr. Boswana Togun should understand that because the team need the fourth. They were not 14th.
That's the point.
They were not 13th. They were not 11th. Management is some and the leeway kakra, making it look like as a good team. The fans are not happy. I went to watch Asante Kotoko last time. I was extremely disappointed. Kotoko cannot change 4 passes together.
So is that the training or
also goal scoring is their problem? It's not goal scoring. The team play in itself is bad.
And if we play in the cry,
the structure of the team is bad. They are not creating chance. They are not doing anything. And anything. No. Do the work. Let the work speak for you. Where, sir? I am sure, say, Ten Hag, who's the tendency to change my baby?
Omega, no, I'm a musician.
I don't change.
Omega, I'm a musician.
I don't say lack. I see his opening. Them when you win, baby, ten them lack around. Who change him? You go explain. No evidence.
We explain tire.
Sawusha, you won't have to explain. All the change. So the essence is the performance. When the fans come to the stadium and the team is unim say Konoko Bo Mulusuyi and keep your fans realize say the team is playing well. They are just not winning. Yeah. They are playing. Then you see that then there's something maybe and yet someone amidu ni wa bobo mdino. And now say uto player say Prosper my own we will be a man for respect to pass away. Baba church and say muna bege can say dia o medu chance no. Some say, "Oh, Tom for the youth team. Bamba performance to train to the senior team."
Same way.
Hi,
my boy.
Someone it could be possible.
Nice Thomas. Or turn for youth team.
Yeah.
Or buy youth team in Yinti. And I'm the umbo. Now, youth team in don't play any. Money youth team. Who do youth team in Yanya never to play for youth team? No comes out to something about a senior team. What are you talking about? As I'm kind of no. What are you telling me? Say, the very moment we were leaving players to leave, they were bringing these players for the youth team. They sacking players from the senior team to bring players. You need some youth team. Bomba and you have performance say, senior team, and only the onboard park. No, you should say that they be a team. No, money, players, but they go and sit on the radio station and you are talking for the players. And no politicians. Your players you are working with, you call them politicians. Yes, you are.
Chama me dey.
What is how do?
Chama dey.
Bampo na me no gree say dey obo.
Oh, chama normal sanity.
Okay, I tell you, I can't get of Angel Cola.